So we know that lupus is a super complex disease. It affects everybody so differently every single day. And it really does become mentally exhausting because you have to deal with so many things, but two things: unpredictability. You have a day-to-day of the unknown, and then two, invisibility, right? Because you constantly hear comments from people: you don't look like you have lupus, you don't look sick. And it can be mentally exhausting and sometimes make you feel very powerless. And I have felt throughout my journey that having a strong mindset has been the most important thing. And I know training with you, you really prioritize doing the inner work. And so why do you feel doing the inner work is super important to somebody's healing journey?
I think the inner work is huge. It's probably first off the hardest thing that you can do.
Yeah.
But it's learning to find true acceptance of where you are.
Yeah.
You know, for me in my journey, it all just started with the gratitude practice, you know, because I was so focused on all the things I didn't have that I wasn't actually seeing what I had in my life and that I was actually blessed. And what I realize now is what you water grows.
Yeah.
So if you continually focus on the bad, the pain, that will magnify. And when I accepted who I was and knowing that it actually was okay, that was a big shift for me, because then I realized that I didn't have to be ashamed of who I was, or be ashamed of my situation, or be ashamed of, you know, my upbringing or whatever that may be for you guys, and just knowing that you're here for a reason. And the acceptance then helped me let go of any resistance or tension towards me feeling like I was depressed or angry or, you know, not good enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that helped me let go, to surrender to who I was. And then through that, then I was able to slowly kind of clean the lens that I was looking through. Instead of focusing on, you know, what I didn't have, I was focusing on what I did have.
Yeah.
And then through that, then I was able to start to manifest, you know, who I wanted to become, how I wanted to feel.
Yeah.
And our thoughts create our reality. So if we're always focusing on pain, or that we're not good enough, or that we're not going to get the job or get the guy or the girl, we're literally blocking ourselves from having that or being that. And then now it's like, you know, catching myself, cleaning the lens and be like, okay, I want to focus on the person I want to become. I want to focus on the type of feeling I want to have each day. And sometimes, you know, we're tired. We don't want to do the thing. We're stressed, but just finding gratitude. Okay, I'm alive. I have the ability to start each day the way I want to write my book, my chapter, and just feeling that instead of focusing on the bad and all the things. And yeah, for me, I thought that I was angry and depressed, and I literally thought that because I felt that way, that I would always be that way.
Right.
And then I read a book called The Power of Now, and one of the things was, you are not your thoughts. And I actually was like, okay, wait, what? Like, it's that simple? Like, I'm not? And I literally closed the book, and I had to marinate on that for like a few days, where I was like, okay, so you're telling me that I don't have to be angry or mad unless I tell myself that? I was like, what? Like, why didn't anyone tell me this like 20 years ago?
Exactly.
You know, and it's just, I know it's hard to accept sometimes, but we're not that. We're not the person that we think that we are. We can decide and we can choose who we want to be.
Exactly.
And that's based on just continual mindset, continual practice of just being in that positive place, gratitude, acceptance, and surrendering to what is, so that we can become the person that we dreamed of becoming.
I love that. And you often hear, or I hear from like the lupus community, lupus does not define you. Lupus has not taken anything away from me, but instead redirected me onto a new path. And
that's beautiful.
I love hearing that experience and that journey from people, because it makes me feel stronger. It makes me feel more resilient. And I truly do believe what adds to the mindset is like also what you're absorbing. The people around you, the things you're reading, the things you are basically soaking in every single day makes a huge difference on your mindset.
For
So
sure.
I'm very grateful for your support.
Thanks.
I'm very grateful for Lupus Canada. There's such a strong community there, and there's always support there to help through someone's healing journey. So thank you for being a part
Thanks,
of the
Michelle.
journey.
Grateful.